Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Atia, and today I am bringing you a bargain book haul. So these are books that I bought this month, but I didn't want to make my March book haul to be super long. So I bought 8 books from bargain places, Thriftbooks, and Book Outlet, and I will be sharing with you what I got. So the first 3 books I'm going to share are from Thriftbooks. I got them for under $20, I want to say, before tax and shipping and all that fun stuff. But yeah. So the first one I have is Hate to Want To by Alicia Ray. This is a romance novel, as I'm sure you can tell. This is a romance novel. It's about these 2 people who get together one night every year for several years, and then it is Livy and Nicholas, and one day Livy doesn't show up, and so Nicholas is like, alright, cool, guess this is like not a thing anymore. And then she pops up in the town where he lives, or rather where they both live. She like moved away and then he stayed, so she's coming back home and she's a super distraction. She's the only woman he's ever wanted, but for some reason they can't be together. I'm super excited to read this. I know that the author is a woman of color, so that was why I was like super excited, and just broadening my horizons of romance novelists. Next book is we have The Undomestic Goddess by Sophie Kinsella. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I am interested in reading more of Sophie Kinsella ever since I read Finding Audrey. So this is I guess, essentially a contemporary novel about this woman who is a high-powered attorney. She's a workaholic, and she apparently does something that puts her partnership in her law firm in jeopardy. And so, having this utter meltdown, she just gets on a bus and drives to this big house for some reason, and she gets there and she's asking for directions, and the people there mistake her to be interviewing for a job as their housekeeper. And then she gets the job, but she has absolutely no idea how to work an oven or iron or bake a potato or anything. And so it's just her journey and finding out whether or not this is a more satisfying life for her, or whether or not she wants to return to being a high-powered lawyer. Next we have is another romance novel called Bare to You. Yes, I'm going to take that off. And so this is a romance novel. It's about Gideon, and it doesn't even give you the name of the other love interest. I'm trying to do this without spoiling it for me. No, you're just not gonna tell me. Whatever. And she knows she should stay away from him, but she doesn't, because you'd have no book at that point. So I'm excited for this one. It came heavily reviewed on Goodreads. So these are the 3 books from Thriftbooks. Like I said, I got these for under $20. Combined, I think it was really under 15, honestly, if I'm being honest. And I know for certain, it was I think total with tax and shipping came out to be 17 something, which is pretty good for 3 books. The next 5 books I purchased from Book Outlet because I'm a Book Outlet addict, apparently. The first book is The School of Good and Evil. If you watched my last video, which was my TBR picks for April, TBR jar picks for April, you know that this is on my TBR for next month. So I'm super excited about this. This is, I'm pretty sure, a middle grade book, and it's about 2 girls, they're best friends. Essentially, the blonde one thinks that she's going to go to the school for good, and the dark-haired one thinks that she's going to go to the school for evil, but it ends up being reversed, and they have to figure out a way how to just accept their fate, because they've been told and they've been telling themselves for so long that because of how they looked and how they acted, they were destined for one thing, when in fact that's not indeed true. Here we have Dumplin by Julie Murphy. I realize I haven't been saying the author's name, but yeah, by Julie Murphy. This is about a plus-size woman, or plus-size girl. Yeah, she's in high school. About a plus-size girl who has always been comfortable in her body, Her mother assigned her the name Dumplin because of her weight. Her mother is a former beauty pageant queen, and Dumplin starts working at this job, and this dude that she likes actually likes her back, and she's like, whoa. And so she decides, well, not because of the guy, but she just decides on a whim that she is going to enter a beauty pageant and not change anything about her body. And I'm actually really excited for this one. I'm probably going to end up reading this soon. So when I do that, I will tell you what I think. Next, we have The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This is about a girl who had everything figured out. She had the perfect summer internship. I'm pretty sure she had like the perfect boyfriend and amazing friends and all that other stuff. And so she has her summer planned out. She knows what she's going to do. And then her father ends up in some kind of scandal and all of that falls away. And she ends up having to walk dogs for the summer and just find her way. And I think it's a great coming of age story. I think it will be a great coming of age story. I'm excited for it. It's also a really like fun book to look at, and the weather's getting really nice, so I'll probably end up reading this like late April, early May, or probably in the summer because it's a summertime book. So I am actually really excited for this. Next, we have Piecing Me Together by Renee Watson. This is about a black girl who lives in a underprivileged neighborhood, and she goes to a private school in a, I guess, overprivileged neighborhood, and just dealing with that and dealing with being one of a very limited number of black people in a room. And when I saw this, I was intrigued by the cover because it's just a gorgeous cover, but then when I read what it was about, I immediately know I had to buy it because this is me, you know. This is me. History time. I went to a like private, very, very white school for high school, and that was just an adjustment. And just like being one of 4 black people in a class of 100 is like, that's something. And so I think I will definitely enjoy this, and I always look forward to books like this, especially when they center a black girl in particular, because the experience between a black girl in a predominantly white institution and a black boy in a predominantly white institution are very different experiences, usually rooted in racism and stereotypes, but different types of racism and stereotypes. So I'm excited to see what this holds. Next, we have Big Girl Panties. The title is a title, but this is actually a book by Stephanie Ivanovich, and if you watched some other video where I talked about some other thing, I think it was my January-February wrap-up, you will know that I read The Sweet Spot by Stephanie Ivanovich. This is also a romance novel. It features one of the characters, one of like the side characters from The Sweet Spot. It's Logan. He is a personal trainer, and then we have Holly, who didn't expect to be a widow at 32, and she is. She's gained a lot of weight because her process of grieving and how she was getting over the death of her husband was by eating, and then she's like, you know what? I'm deciding that I want to get back into shape. And so she hires Logan, and Logan helps her get rid of the weight and everything, and through the process of just that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fall for each other because it's a romance novel. Like, things are just predictable, but I'm excited to see what problems they create for themselves because I love romance novels, but a lot of times the characters just create issues, and it's like, think, please, thank you. But yeah, those are my 8 bargain books. Let me try and see if I can get these all we're gonna try and get these in the frame. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so these are the books that I bought. I'm excited to like read them within this year. My TBR just keeps getting longer and longer. You will see these books mentioned again in my March book haul, which will be coming out shortly after this one, but I won't go into like super detail because you have this video to come back to. But yeah, thank you for watching. Comment what you're reading, what you've purchased, if you've made purchases from Thriftbooks and Book Outlet, and how you like them. Also, make sure to subscribe and join the family, and push the notification bell so that you're notified when I release new content. Give this video a huge thumbs up, share with all your friends, check out my social media and my blog, and I will see you next time. Bye.